Guys, Coney here back with another review. Sorry it's been a bit, and today I'm going to be reviewing a movie that came out that you can watch, and that is Pinocchio. So this is Disney's live action Pinocchio. They've been doing a bunch of live action movies off their original classics that are obviously amazing. And listen, um, I'm not against the whole live action remake thing. I think that's a really cool idea. They can remake it and make it something different. But that's the issue. It's like most of these are either completely different and just almost ruin the vibe and are just not as good, or they are a copy and paste version of it that is just bland and just not as good. So yeah, that's just kind of my gripe with it. But if they have a cool idea and they come up with it and it turns out beautifully, then I'm happy with it. Jon Favreau's Jungle Book is one of my favorites. I love that movie. I actually prefer it more than the animated version. Like, it was just better because it had this charm behind it and the visual effects were amazing, and that's just the thing. But I was definitely looking forward to Pinocchio. I saw it was coming out on Disney Plus, and of course Tom Hanks being Geppetto. That's like awesome. I love Tom Hanks. He's one of the greatest actors. Um, and yeah, I was looking forward to it. Robert Zemeckis directed this movie. Robert Zemeckis. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. He's made such good classics that I go back to and I just adore and love. Um, so yes, I was actually looking forward to this, thinking it was going to be better than most live action Disney movies, and it's not. It's definitely not. It's honestly one of the worst live action remakes I've ever seen out of the Disney catalog. All right, so let's get into things I like about this movie. That is uh um um I I do like Jiminy Cricket. He's a likable character. He's the exact same as in the original movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt voices him. He's a great actor. I love that guy, but doesn't sound anything like him. Sounds like Jiminy Cricket, which is good. If you're gonna cast someone to be Jiminy Cricket, they should sound like Jiminy Cricket, right? But other than that, this movie is a disaster. Like, a disaster. I I can't stand it. Oh, at some moments, the visual effects look beautiful. Like, they look really cool, really good, and capture the magic of that first Pinocchio. But this movie makes the same mistake that a lot of the other live action remakes is, that there's nothing different until they changed one thing and it's completely useless. So it's like, what's the point of making this movie? It's almost like The Lion King. I actually like the Jon Favreau's Lion King remake. Why? Because it's just the same movie, just with less emotion to it. There's no emotion in that movie. It's lifeless. But I still like it because it's The Lion King. The Lion King's an amazing movie. So it's like, what did this movie do so wrong? This movie is so bland and lifeless, it actually hurt. It hurt my soul. Okay? It like made me sad. Because Pinocchio had this magic behind this, like the when you wish upon us, like all that stuff. It's so beautiful. It's like all Disney's focused on. It's great, but like, I don't know. Personally, this movie just really didn't work for me, and it made me really mad at some points. Um, Again, it's the exact same movie, just with less life and emotion to it, and also they make some changes. Some are very dumb, and they make absolutely no sense. But hey, it's fine. Um, but I'm not. I don't like trashing movies. That's not what I want to do on the channel. I don't want to be seen as this negative person. Obviously, I'll be honest about what I think about the movie, but I know that people probably worked really hard on this movie, and I respect them for that. And just their work was truly astounding at some points, but again, it just felt like a waste of talent. Robert Zemeckis, Tom Hanks, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like all these actors, um, and they're just used for this movie, and it just felt so off. Like I didn't feel anything during this movie. But yeah, I could watch that original Pinocchio and then just think about, oh my goodness, the star, it's beautiful, it's shining, just inspiration and in my eyes, just everything about it. But then like it just makes me mad. It it's just so lifeless, and I didn't feel anything during it. The music's just a bland version of the last one. Again, Tom Hanks was wasted here. He was fine. I don't think Tom Hanks can be bad in anything. Just some things don't need to be remade, guys. Disney, just if we have a classic and you don't know a way to make a live action remake without giving it any worth, don't make it. Because this movie was not good at all. Like, I genuinely didn't like anything about it. And this is my first, like, awful review. Because Pinocchio is awful. And as you know, that's the lowest on my scale. That's sad. A Robert Zemeckis, Tom Hanks, Pinocchio movie is awful. Yeah, it's sad. It's disappointing. But I appreciate the hard work that goes into it. I don't like trashing movies. I don't want to be negative, but this movie really was not that good. And the kids might enjoy it. Kids might like it. But please don't show this movie rather than the original one. Because the original one actually has life to it. It actually makes sense. This one does not. And I think a majority of people agree with me on this. Even my girlfriend. Literally, when this movie ended, I kid you not, I turned it off right when I knew it was ending, and I threw the remote on the ground. Was that a bit excessive? Yeah. Yeah, it was. But it's fine. I had to release the anger. But, yeah. Again, this movie was just not great, and I do not recommend it, but the kids might like it, so it might be fun for the family. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. There hasn't been anything I've seen that's new. The movie theaters are just playing re-releases, so I haven't seen anything new that I think I should review, but I will definitely be on top of things as more things releases. I will be reviewing Cobra Kai Season 5. Right after this. So yeah, well, anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I also want to thank my girlfriend, who was the cameraman of this video. She's right there. I love you. Okay, bye, guys.